Hello everyone, welcome to the Impressive channel. It looks like Kanye West has had another one of his erratic moments because he went on a full-blown rant on Twitter X, saying a lot of controversial things, as he often does. Surprisingly, he also voiced his support for P. Diddy. Now, as we know, Diddy is currently in custody and is set to stand trial this May for trafficking and RICO charges. He's also facing hundreds of lawsuits accusing him of some seriously disturbing crimes, including assault, not just against men and women, but even minors. So, Diddy has a very dark reputation, and despite this, there are still people trying to defend him. But honestly, there are just too many stories out there to ignore. And that's not even touching on the alleged murders he's been connected to. There's just so much surrounding him that it's baffling anyone would stand by him at this point. Yet, one of his most unexpected supporters right now is Kanye West. Now, Kanye and Diddy have had their own conflicts in the past. Kanye has called him out for being an industry bully, accused him of intimidation, and even labeled him a federal informant. So Kanye has definitely put Diddy on blast before, but now he's suddenly singing a completely different tune. He wants Diddy released. He even hopped on X and tweeted, "Free Puff." He went as far as pleading with the former president, saying, "Donald Trump, please free my brother Puff." And he didn't stop there. He had a whole series of tweets, saying, "All these celebrities are quiet while our brother is rotting away. Puff, we love you. Whoever is after Puff, we need to find out exactly who they are." On top of that, Kanye also announced that he's collaborating with Diddy's clothing brand, Sean John, and plans to share the profits with him. But here's where it gets interesting. Diddy apparently isn't allowed to make or receive any money while he's locked up. So Kanye said, "I just found out that Puff isn't allowed to earn or collect money while he's incarcerated. So I'll send his share to Justin." He then doubled down, claiming they're using Diddy as an example to send a message. "Me and my brother have had our differences, but these white folks are trying to use Puff to scare us. I'm neither scared nor brave. This is just who I am." He also defended Diddy's family, saying, "A son to his father for every son whose father is locked up." He then urged people to pay close attention to Dave Chappelle's jokes, saying, "Listen carefully this time. Let's see how funny it is when families are torn apart, especially black families." And
And I realized all of a sudden that Kanye and Diddy have realized that I'm the only girl in the room. And they start coming towards me and they're like, "Don't you want to take your clothes off? Like, it's so hot in here." And I'm like, "No, fine." And they're getting to the point where they have like ripped my shirt off. And I'm like almost fully exposed at this point. And as these two grown men were pawing at me, trying to take my clothes off, I look over to this man asking for help, and I literally mouth the word "help." And we lock eyes. And
first of all, and he's a danger to the world right now.
Well, you said that you've seen the drugged out Diddy.
Yeah.
What would happen during those times?
I'll keep it very short. Things felt very sacrificial.
Okay, explain.
I can't. And I don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy person too. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. But when you're under a power, man, it's just I can't go into details now, but sir, like, I'll tell you, it felt like some sacrificial stuff was going on, man. Like, it felt very scary and weird to where I ran to get help. I ran to my doctor. I spoke up with my family. I spoke up to people around me because I was like, if this is true, and I'm caught missing or dead or something, I want you guys to know facts and the truth of what I'm going through.
After watching this and seeing all of the members from Day 26 just breaking down in tears over the trauma that they experienced, especially Q, it just really was heartbreaking to see. And honestly,
Then they got aggressive, ripping my shirt off until I was nearly fully exposed. As these two grown men pawed at me, I looked toward another man for help. I mouthed the word "help," and we locked eyes, but he just looked away. So, Kanye himself has been accused of the very things that Diddy is facing. Now, obviously, Diddy's allegations are much worse, but Kanye is far from innocent. And honestly, the way he parades his wife, Bianca, around is bound to backfire on him. Right now, Bianca seems down with the antics, But if things go south, she could pull a Cassie and start exposing everything. She could easily claim that Kanye made her do things she didn't want to do. Now, I'm not saying she's a victim. I actually think she's into the same things Kanye is. But if she ever chooses to switch up, the public will believe her, not him. And speaking of Kanye and Bianca, there's been some tea spilled about them. A woman from the adult entertainment industry recently claimed on TikTok that Kanye has his wife participate in wild activities, similar to how Diddy had Cassie involved in his. Now, obviously, everything is alleged and could have been consensual. But if things go left, Bianca could turn the tables real quick. She said, Kanye pays adult stars, men with large, you-know-whats, to be with his wife. And I have proof. The guy I shot a video with was in Italy with Kanye, and Kanye lets him sleep with his wife. He even showed Kanye a video of us together, and Kanye said, I want her to come. Kanye likes watching other men be with his wife and other women. Now, if this is true, it might all be consensual. But at the same time, if Bianca ever flips, this could destroy him. Kanye has already admitted that he controls his wife. He literally said she's not allowed to do anything without his approval. Now, he may not be forcing her, but he's definitely limiting her freedom. So Kanye better be very careful. He's out here sticking his neck out for Diddy, but people are starting to look at him like Diddy Jr., allegedly. Honestly, at this point, I don't see how anyone can defend Diddy. The number of accusations against him is overwhelming. But what really pushed me over the edge was a recent interview with Day 26 on Vlad TV. One of the group members, Q, basically hinted that Diddy was involved in some kind of sacrifices. He said, he's in jail because he's a danger to himself and the world. When asked to explain, Q got nervous. Things felt sacrificial, he said, but he refused to go into detail. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but when you're under a certain power, it felt scary. I actually ran to my doctor. I spoke to my family because I wanted them to know. If anything happens to me, they need to know the truth. Seeing members of Day 26 break down in tears over their trauma was heartbreaking, and at this point, Diddy needs to rot in jail. Anyone defending him can kick rocks. These elites in power have been getting away with too much for too long. But if they don't face justice here, they will answer to God. Let me know what you all think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.